Uncle Remus initiates the little boy. One evening recently, the lady whom Uncle Remus calls Miss Sally missed her little 7-year-old. Making search for him through the house and through the yard, she heard the sound of voices in the old man's cabin, and, looking through the window, saw the child sitting by Uncle Remus. His head rested against the old man's arm, and he was gazing with an expression of the most intense interest into the rough, weather-beaten face that beamed so kindly upon him. This is what Miss Sally heard. By, one day, atter Brer Fox been doin' all dat he could fer to ketch Brer Rabbit, and Brer Rabbit been doin' all he could fer to keep him from it, Brer Fox says to hisself dat he'd put up a game on Brer Rabbit, and he ain't got mo'n de words out'n his mouth twel Brer Rabbit come a lopin' up de big road lookin' des as plump and as fat and as sassy as a morgan hoss in a barley patch. "Hol' on dar, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, sezee. "I ain't got time, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, sorter mendin' his licks. "I wanter have some confab wid you, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, sezee. "All right, Brer Fox, but you better holler from whar you stan'. I'm monstrous full of fleas dis mawnin'," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "I seed Brer B'ar yistiddy," says Brer Fox, sezee, "en he sorter raked me over de coals, kaze you en me ain't made frien's en live neighborly, en I tole 'im dat I'd see you." Den Brer Rabbit scratch one year wid his off hind foot sorter jubusly, en den he ups en sezee, "All a settin', Brer Fox, s'pose you drop 'roun' termorrer en take dinner wid me. We ain't got no great doin's at our house, but I speck de ole 'oman en de chillun kin sorter scramble 'roun' en git up sump'n fer ter stay yo' stomach." "I'm 'greeable, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, sezee. "Den I'll 'pend on you," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. Nex' day, Mr. Rabbit en Miss Rabbit got up soon 'fo' day, en raided on our garden like Miss Sally's out dar, en got some cabbages, en some roasted ears, en some sparrowgrass, en dey fix up a smashin' dinner. Bimeby, one er de little rabbits, playin' out in de back yard, come runnin' in hollerin', oh ma, I seed Mr. Fox a comin'." En den Brer Rabbit, he tuck de chilluns by der ears en made um set down, en den him en Miss Rabbit sorter dally 'roun' waitin' fer Brer Fox, en dey keep on waitin' fer Brer Fox, en dey keep on waitin', but no Brer Fox ain't come. Atter while, Brer Rabbit goes to de do' easy like en peep out, en dar, stickin' from behime de cornder, wuz de tip een' er Brer Fox tail. Den Brer Rabbit shot de do', sot down, en put his paws behime his years, en begin fer ter sing. "De place wharbouts you spilled de grease, right dar you er bound to slide, en whar you find a bunch er ha'r, you sho'ly find a hide." Nex' day, Brer Fox sont word by Mr. Mink, en skuze himse'f kaze he wuz too sick fer ter come, en he ax Brer Rabbit fer ter come en take dinner wid him, en Brer Rabbit say he wuz 'greeable. Bimeby, when de shadders wuz at der shortest, Brer Rabbit, he sorter brush up en saunter down to Brer Fox's house, en when he got dar, he hear somebody groanin', en he look in de do', en dar he see Brer Fox settin' up in a rockin' cheer, all wrop up wid flannel, en he look mighty weak. Brer Rabbit look all 'roun', he did, but he ain't see no dinner. De dishpan was settin' on de table, en close by wuz a carvin' knife. "Looks like you gwineter have chicken for dinner, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Yes, Brer Rabbit, dey er nice en fresh en tender," says Brer Fox, sezee. Den Brer Rabbit sorter pull his mustache en say, "You ain't got no calamus root, is you, Brer Fox? I done got so now dat I can't eat no chicken 'ceppin' she's seasoned up wid calamus root." En wid dat, Brer Rabbit lipped out de door en dodge among de bushes, en sot dar watchin' for Brer Fox. En he ain't watched long, nudder, 'kaze Brer Fox flung off de flannel en crup out er de house en got whar he could close in on Brer Rabbit, en bimeby Brer Rabbit holler out, "Oh, Brer Fox, I des put yo' calamus fruit out yer on dish yer stump. Better come en git it while hit's fresh." En wid dat Brer Rabbit gallop off home, en Brer Fox ain't never kotch 'im yet. En what's mo', honey, he ain't gwine to. End of Uncle Remus Initiates the Little Boy. Chapter 2 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. The Wonderful Tar Baby Story. "Didn't the fox never catch the rabbit, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy the next evening. "He come mighty nigh it, honey, sho's you born, Brer Fox did. One day, atter Brer Rabbit fool him wid dat calamus root, Brer Fox went to work en got him some tar, en mix it wid some turkentime, en fix up a contraption what he call a tar baby, en he tuck dish yer tar baby en he sot it in de big road, en den he lay off in de bushes fer ter see what de news wuz gwine ter be. En he didn't hatter wait long, nudder, 'kaze bimeby here come Brer Rabbit pacing down de road, lippity-clippity, clippity-lippity, des as sassy as a jaybird. Brer Fox he lay low. Brer Rabbit come prancing long twel he spy de tar baby, en den he fotch up on his behind leg like he wuz 'stonished. De tar baby, she sot dar, she did, en Brer Fox, he lay low. "Mawnin'," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Nice weather dis mawnin'," sezee. Tar baby ain't sayin' nothin', en Brer Fox, he lay low. "How does yo' symptoms seem to sagactuate?" says Brer Rabbit, sezee. Brer Fox, he wink his eye slow en lay low, en de tar baby, she ain't sayin' nothin'. "How you come on, den? Is you deaf?" says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "'Kaze if you is, I kin holler louder," sezee. Tar baby stay still, en Brer Fox, he lay low. "You stuck up, dat's w'at you is," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, "en I'm gwine ter kyo you, dat's w'at I'm gwine ter do," sezee. Brer Fox, he sorter chuckle in de stomach, he did, but Tar baby ain't sayin' nothin'. "I'm gwine ter learn you how to talk to 'spectable folks, ef hit's de las' ack," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "En ef you don't take off dat hat en tell me howdy, I'm gwine ter bus you wide open," sezee. Tar baby stay still, en Brer Fox, he lay low. Brer Rabbit keep on axin' him, en de tar baby, she keep on a sayin' nothin', twel presently Brer Rabbit draw back wid his fist, he did, en blip he tuck a side of de head. Right dar's where he broke his molasses jug. His fist stuck, en he can't pull loose. De tar helt him, but Tar baby, she stay still, en Brer Fox, he lay low. "Ef you don't lemme loose, I'll knock you agin," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, en wid dat he fotch a wipe wid de udder hand, en dat stuck. Tar baby, she ain't sayin' nothin', en Brer Fox, he lay low. "Turn me loose 'fo' I kick de natchul stuffin' out you," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, but de tar baby, she ain't sayin' nothin'. She des helt on, en de Brer Rabbit lose de use of his feet in de same way. Brer Fox, he lay low. Den Brer Rabbit squall out dat ef de tar baby don't turn him loose, he butter crank-sided, en den he butted, en his head got stuck. Den Brer Fox, he sauntered fort lookin' des as innocent as one of yo' mamma's mockingbirds. "Howdy, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, sezee. "You look sorter stuck up dis mawnin'. sezee, and den he rolled on de ground and laughed twel he couldn't laugh no mo'. I speck you'll take dinner wid me dis time, Brer Rabbit. I done laid in some calamus root, and I ain't gwineter take no skoose, says Brer Fox, sezee. Here Uncle Remus paused and drew a 2-pound yam out of the ashes. "Did the fox eat the rabbit?" asked the little boy to whom the story had been told. "Dat's all de fur de tale goes," replied the old man. "He mought, and den again he moughtn't. Some say Judge B'ar come 'long and loosed him. Some say he didn't. I hear Miss Sally calling. You better run 'long." End of The Wonderful Tar Baby Story. Chapter 3 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. How Mr. Rabbit was too sharp for Mr. Fox. "Uncle Remus," said the little boy one evening, when he had found the old man with little or nothing to do, "did the fox kill and eat the rabbit when he caught him with the Tar Baby?" "Law, honey, ain't I tell you 'bout dat?" replied the old darky, chuckling slyly. "I 'clar' to gracious I oughter tole you dat, but ole man Nod wuz riding on my eyelids twel a little mo'n I'd 'a' disremembered my own name. And den on to dat, here comes yo' mammy hollerin' atter you. What I tell you when I fus' begun? I tole you Brer Rabbit wuz a monster soon creetur. Leastways, dat's what I laid out fer to tell you. Well, den, honey, don't you go en make no udder calculations, 'kaze in dem days Brer Rabbit en his fambly was at de head er de gang when any racket was on hand, en dere dey stayed. 'Fo' you begins fer to wipe yo' eyes 'bout Brer Rabbit, you wait en see whereabouts Brer Rabbit gwineter fetch up at. But dat's needer yer ner dar. When Brer Fox find Brer Rabbit mixed up wid de Tar Baby, he feel mighty good, en he roll on de ground en laugh. Bimeby he up en say, sezee, "Well, I speck I got you dis time, Brer Rabbit," sezee. "Maybe I ain't, but I speck I is. You been runnin' rounds here sassin' atter me a mighty long time, but I speck you done come to de een' er de road. You been cuttin' up yo' capers en bouncin' roun' in dis neighborhood ontwel you come to believe yo'se'f de boss er de whole gang, en den you all summers where you got no business," says Brer Fox, sezee. "Who ax fer you to come en strike up acquaintance wid dis yer Tar Baby? En who stuck you up dar where you is? Nobody in de roun' world. You des tuck'n jam yo'se'f on dat Tar Baby widout waitin' fer any invite," says Brer Fox, sezee. "En dar you is, en dar you'll stay twel I fixes up a bresh pile en fires her up, 'kaze I'm gwineter barbecue you dis day, sho," says Brer Fox, sezee. Den Brer Rabbit talk mighty humble. "I don't keer w'at you do wid me, Brer Fox," sezee, "so you don't fling me in dat briar patch. Roast me, Brer Fox," sezee, "but don't fling me in dat briar patch," sezee. "Hit's so much trouble fer to kindle a fire," says Brer Fox, sezee, "dat I speck I'll hatter hang you," sezee. "Hang me des as high as you please, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, "but do, fer de Lord's sake, don't fling me in dat briar patch," sezee. "I ain't got no string," says Brer Fox, sezee, "en now I speck I'll hatter drown you," sezee. "Oh, drown me des as deep as you please, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, "but don't fling me in dat briar patch," sezee. "Dey ain't no water nigh," says Brer Fox, sezee, "en now I speck I'll hatter skin you," sezee. "Skin me, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Snatch out my eyeballs, tear out my years by de roots, en cut off my legs," sezee. "But do, please, Brer Fox, don't fling me in de briar patch," sezee. Course Brer Fox want to hurt Brer Rabbit bad as he kin, so he cotch him by de behind legs en slung him right in de middle er de briar patch. There was a considerable flutter where Brer Rabbit struck de bushes, and Brer Fox sorter hang roun' fer ter see what wuz gwine ter happen. Bimeby, he hear somebody call 'im, en way up de hill he see Brer Rabbit settin' cross-legged on a chinkapin log, combin' de pitch out'n his ha'r wid a chip. Den Brer Fox know dat he been swap off mighty bad. Brer Rabbit was bleezed fer to fling back some of his sass, en he hollered out, "Bred en born in de brier patch, Brer Fox. Bred en born in de brier patch." En wid dat, he skip out des as lively as a cricket in de embers. End of How Mr. Rabbit Was Too Sharp for Mr. Fox. Chapter 4 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. The Story of the Deluge and How It Came About. "One time," said Uncle Remus, adjusting his spectacles so as to be able to see how to thread a large darning needle with which he was patching his coat, "one time, way back yonder, 'fo' you was born, honey, and 'fo' Mars John and Miss Sally was borned, way back yonder 'fo' any of us was borned, de animals and de creeturs sorter lectionary 'roun' 'mong demselves, twel at las' dey 'greed fer ter have a 'sembly. In dem days," continued the old man, observing a look of incredulity on the little boy's face, "in dem days creeturs had lots mo' sense dan dey got now. Let 'lone dat, dey had sense same like folk. Hit wuz touch en go wid um too, mon, en w'en dey make up der minds what hatter be done, 'twa'n't mo'n mentioned 'fo' it wuz done. Well, dey 'lected dat dey had a whole 'sembly fer ter sorter straighten out matters en hear de complaints, en w'en de day come dey wuz on hand. De lion he wuz dar, 'kaze he wuz de king, en he hatter be dar. De rhinoceros he wuz dar, en de elephant he wuz dar, en de camels en de cows, en plumb down to de crawfishes dey wuz dar. Dey wuz all dar. En w'en de lion shuck his mane en tuck his seat in de big cheer, den de 'sembly begun fer to commence." "What did they do, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy. "I can't skasely call ter mind 'zactly w'at dey did do, but dey spoke speeches en hollered en cussed en flung de language 'roun' des like when yo' daddy wuz gwine ter run fer de legislature en got lef'. Howsomever, dey 'range fer 'fairs en 'splain de business. Bimeby, w'ile dey wuz 'sputin' 'longer one anudder, de elephant tromped on one er de crawfishes, 'kaze w'en dat creetur put his foot down, whatsomever's under dar wuz boun' fer ter be squushed, en dey wasn't nuff er dat crawfish lef ter tell dat he been dar. Dis make de udder crawfishes mighty mad, en dey sorter swarmed toge'rr en drawed up a kinder preamble wid some wharfores in it en read her out in de 'sembly. But bless gracious, such a racket wuz gwine on dat nobody ain't hear it, 'ceppin' maybe de mud turtle en de spring lizard, en der influence wuz powerful lackin'. Bimeby, w'ile de unicorn wuz 'sputin' wid de lion, en w'ile de hyena wuz a laughin' ter hisse'f, de elephant squashed anudder one er de crawfishes, en a little mo' en he'd a ruined de mud turtle. Den de crawfishes, w'at dey wuz left un 'em, swarmed toge'rr en drawed up anudder preamble wid some mo' wharfores, en dey might ez well a sung ole Dan Tucker ter a hurricane. De udder creeturs wuz too busy wid der fussin' fer ter 'spond unto de crawfishes, so dar dey wuz, de crawfishes, en dey didn't know what minute wuz gwine ter be de next. En dey kep on gittin' madder en madder en skeeter, twel bimeby dey 'gun ter wink at de mud turtle en de spring lizard, en den dey bored little holes in de groun' en went down outer sight." "Who did, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy. "De crawfishes, honey. Dey bored into de groun' en kep on borin' twel dey loosed de fountains er de yearth, en de water squirt out en riz higher en higher twel de hills wuz covered, en de creeturs wuz all drowned, en all because dey let on 'mongst demselves dat dey wuz bigger dan de crawfishes." Then the old man blew the ashes from a smoking yam and proceeded to remove the peeling. "Where was the ark, Uncle Remus?" the little boy inquired presently. "Which ark's dat?" asked the old man in a tone of well-feigned curiosity. "Noah's ark," replied the child. "Don't you pester wid old man Noah, honey. I bound he took care of dat ark. Dat's what he was dar for, and dat's what he done. Leastways, dat's what dey tells me. But don't you bother 'long dat ark 'ceppin' yo' mammy fetches it up. Dey mought 'a been 2 deluges, and den agin dey moughtn't. And if der was any ark in dis yer w'at de crawfishes brung on, I ain't heard tell on it. And when dey ain't no arks 'roun', I ain't got no time fer to make 'em up and put 'em in dar. It's getting yo' bedtime, honey." End of The Story of the Deluge and How It Came About. Chapter 5 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Why Mr. Possum Loves Peace. "One night," said Uncle Remus, taking Miss Sally's little boy on his knee and stroking the child's hair thoughtfully and caressingly, "one night Brer Possum called by for Brer Coon 'cordin' to 'greement, and atter gobblin' up a dish of fried greens and smokin' a seegyar, dey rambled for't fer to see how de balance of de settlement was gittin' 'long. Brer Coon, he was one er deze yer nat'ral pacers, and he racked 'long same as Mars John's bay pony. And Brer Possum, he went in a hand gallop, and dey got over a heap er ground, man. Brer Possum, he got his belly full of 'simmons, and Brer Coon, he scoop up abundance of frogs and tadpoles. Dey amble 'long, dey did, des as sociable as a basket of kittens, twel bimeby dey hear Mr. Dog talkin' to hisse'f way off in de woods. "'Sposen he runs up on us, Brer Possum, what you gwine to do?' says Brer Coon, sezee. Brer Possum sorter laugh round de corners of his mouth. 'Oh, if he come, Brer Coon, I'm gwine to stan' by you,' says Brer Possum. 'What you gwine to do?' sezee. 'Who, me?' says Brer Coon. 'If he run onto me, I lay I'll give 'im one twist,' sezee. "'Did the dog come?' asked the little boy. "'Go 'way, honey,' responded the old man in an impressive tone. "'Go 'way. Mr. Dog, he come and he come a zoomin'. And he ain't wait fer to say howdy, needer. He des sails into de 2 un um. De ve'y fus pass he make, Brer Possum fetch a grin from year to year and keel over like he was dead. Den Mr. Dog, he sail into Brer Coon, and right dar's where he drop his money purse, 'kaze Brer Coon was cut out fer dat kinder business, and he fairly wipe up de face of de yearth with 'im. You better believe dat when Mr. Dog got a chance to make hisse'f scarce, he took it, and what der was left of 'im went ski-daddlin' through de woods like hit was shot out'n a musket. And Brer Coon, he sorter lick his clothes into shape and rack off, and Brer Possum, he lay dar like he was dead, twel bimeby he raise up sorter keerful like, and when he find de coast clear, he scramble up and scamper off like sump'n was atter 'im." Here Uncle Remus paused long enough to pick up a live coal of fire in his fingers, transfer it to the palm of his hand, and thence to his clay pipe, which he had been filling, a proceeding that was viewed by the little boy with undisguised admiration. The old man then proceeded: "Nex' time Brer Possum met Brer Coon 'fused to 'spon' to his howdy, and dis made Brer Possum feel mighty bad, seein' as how dey used to make so many 'scursions tergedder. 'What make you hol' yo' head so high, Brer Coon?' says Brer Possum, sezee. 'I ain't runnin' wid cowards deze days,' says Brer Coon. 'When I wants you, I send fer you,' sezee. Den Brer Possum get mighty mad. 'Who's any coward?' sezee. 'You is,' says Brer Coon, 'dat's who. I ain't 'sociatin' wid dem w'at lays down on de groun' and plays dead when dar's a free fight gwine on,' sezee. Den Brer Possum grin and laugh fit to kill hisse'f. "Law, Brer Coon, you don't speck I done dat 'cause I was feared, did you?" sezee. "Why, I wa'n't no more feared dan you is dis minute. What was dey fer ter be skeered un?" sezee. "I knowed you'd get away wid Mr. Dog ef I didn't, en I des lay dar watchin' you shake 'im, waitin' fer ter put in w'en de time come," sezee. Brer Coon turn up his nose. "Dat's a mighty likely tale," sezee, "w'en Mr. Dog ain't mo'n touch you 'fo' you keel over en lay dar stiff," sezee. "Dat's des w'at I wuz gwineter tell you 'bout," sez Brer Possum, sezee. "I wa'n't no mo' skeered dan you is right now, en I wuz fixin' fer ter give Mr. Dog a sample er my jaw," sezee, "but I'm de mos' ticklish chap w'at you ever laid eyes on, en no sooner did Mr. Dog put his nose down yer 'mong my ribs den I got to laughin', en I laugh twel I ain't had no use er my limbs," sezee. "En it's a mussy unto Mr. Dog dat I wuz ticklish, 'kaze a little mo' en I'd 'a' et 'im up," sezee. "I don't mind fightin', Brer Coon, no more dan you does," sezee, "but I declare to gracious ef I kin stan' ticklin'. Git me in a row where der ain't no ticklin' loud, en I'm yo' man," sezee. "And down to dis day," continued Uncle Remus, watching the smoke from his pipe curl upward over the little boy's head, "down to dis day Brer Possum's bound to surrender when you titch 'im in de short ribs, en he laugh ef he knows he's gwine to be smashed fer it." End of Why Mr. Possum Loves Peace. Chapter 6 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Mr. Rabbit grossly deceives Mr. Fox. One evening, when the little boy, whose nights with Uncle Remus were as entertaining as those Arabian ones of blessed memory, had finished supper and hurried out to sit with his venerable patron, he found the old man in great glee. Indeed, Uncle Remus was talking and laughing to himself at such a rate that the little boy was afraid he had company. The truth is, Uncle Remus had heard the child coming, and when the rosy-cheeked chap put his head in at the door, was engaged in a monologue, the burden of which seemed to be, "Oh, Molly Har, what you doin' dar? Settin' in de corner smokin' yo' cigar." As a matter of course, this vague allusion reminded the little boy of the fact that the wicked fox was still in pursuit of the rabbit, and he immediately put his curiosity in the shape of a question. "Uncle Remus, did the rabbit have to go clean away when he got loose from the tar baby?" "Bless gracious, honey, dat he didn't. Who, him? You don't know nothin' 'tall about Brer Rabbit, ef dat's de way you puttin' him down. What he gwine way fer? He moughter stayed sorter close twel de pitch rub off'n his ha'r, but 'twa'n't many days 'fo' he wuz lopin' up en down de neighborhood same as ever, en I dunno ef he wa'n't mo' sassier dan befo'. Seems like de tale 'bout how he got mixed up wid de tar baby got 'roun' 'mongst de neighbors, leastways Miss Meadows en de gals got wind er it, en de nex' time Brer Rabbit paid 'em a visit, Miss Meadows tackled 'em 'bout it, en de gals sot up a monstrous gigglement. Brer Rabbit, he sot up des as cool as a cowcumber, he did, en let 'em run on." "Who was Miss Meadows, Uncle Remus?" inquired the little boy. "Don't ax me, honey. She was in de tale. Miss Meadows en de gals wuz in de tale I give you like it were gun to me. Brer Rabbit, he sot dar, he did, sorter lamb like, en den bimeby he cross his legs, he did, en wink his eye slow, en up en say, sezee, 'Ladies, Brer Fox wuz my daddy's riding hoss for 30 year, maybe mo', but 30 year dat I knows,'n,' sezee. En den he paid 'im his specks, en tip his beaver, en march off, he did, des as stiff en stuck up as a fire stick. Nex' day Brer Fox come a-callin', en w'en he gun fer ter laugh 'bout Brer Rabbit, Miss Meadows en de gals, dey ups en tells 'im 'bout w'at Brer Rabbit say. Den Brer Fox grit his tushes sho nuff he did, en he look mighty dumpy, but when he rise fer to go, he up en say, sezee, "Ladies, I ain't 'sputin' what you say, but I'll make Brer Rabbit chaw up his words en spit 'em out right yer where you can see 'em," sezee, en wid dat, off Brer Fox put. En when he got in de big road, he shuck de dew off'n his tail, en made a straight shoot for Brer Rabbit's house. When he got dar, Brer Rabbit was speckin' of 'im, en de do' was shut fast. Brer Fox knock. Nobody ain't answer. Brer Fox knock. Nobody answer. Den he knock again. Blam, blam. Den Brer Rabbit holler out mighty weak, "Is that you, Brer Fox? I want you to run and fetch the doctor. Dat beta pusli what I et dis mornin' is gettin' way wid me. Do please, Brer Fox, run quick," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "I come atter you, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, sezee. "Dar's gwineter be a party up at Miss Meadows's," sezee. "All de gals will be there, en I promised dat I'd fetch you. De gals, dey 'lowed dat hit wouldn't be no party 'ceppin' I fotch you," says Brer Fox, sezee. Den Brer Rabbit say he was too sick, en Brer Fox say he wasn't, en dar dey had it up en down, 'sputin' en contendin'. Brer Rabbit say he can't walk. Brer Fox say he tote 'im. Brer Rabbit say how? Brer Fox say in his arms. Brer Rabbit say he drap him. Brer Fox 'low he won't. By, Brer Rabbit say he go if Brer Fox tote him on his back. Brer Fox say he would. Brer Rabbit say he can't ride without a saddle. Brer Fox say he get de saddle. Brer Rabbit say he can't set in saddle less he have bridle fer to hold by. Brer Fox say he get de bridle. Brer Rabbit say he can't ride without blind bridle, 'kaze Brer Fox be shyin' at stumps long de road en fling 'em off. Brer Fox say he get blind bridle. Den Brer Rabbit say he go. Den Brer Fox say he ride Brer Rabbit most up to Miss Meadows, en den he could get down en walk de balance of de way. Brer Rabbit 'greed, en den Brer Fox leapt out atter de saddle en de bridle. Course Brer Rabbit know de game dat Brer Fox was fixin' fer to play, en he 'termin' fer to outdo 'im, en by de time he comb his ha'r en twist his moustache en sorter rig up, yer come Brer Fox, saddle en bridle on, en lookin' as pert as a circus pony. He trot up to de do' en stan' dar pawin' de ground en chompin' de bit same like sho nuff hoss. En Brer Rabbit he mount, he did, en dey amble off. Brer Fox can't see behind wid de blind bridle on, but by he feel Brer Rabbit raise one of his foots. "What you doin' now, Brer Rabbit?" sezee. "Shortening de lef stirrup," Brer Fox sezee. By Brer Rabbit raise de udder foot. "What you doin' now, Brer Rabbit?" sezee. "Pullin' down my pants, Brer Fox," sezee. All dis time, bless gracious, honey, Brer Rabbit was puttin' on his spurs, en when dey got close to Miss Meadows, where Brer Rabbit was to get off, en Brer Fox made a motion fer to stand still, Brer Rabbit slapped de spurs into Brer Fox flanks, en you better believe he got over ground. When dey got to de house, Miss Meadows en all de gals was sittin' on de peaser. Instead of stoppin' at de gate, Brer Rabbit rin on by, he did, en den come gallopin' down de road en up to de hoss rack, which he hitch Brer Fox at, en den he saunter into de house, he did, en shake hands wid de gals, en set dar smokin' his seegyar same as a town man. By he drew a long puff, en den let hit out in a cloud, en square hisse'f back en holler out, he did, "Ladies, ain't I done tell you Brer Fox was de riding hoss for our family? He sorter losin' his gait now, but I speck I can fetch him all right in a month or so," sezee. En den Brer Rabbit sorter grin, he did, en de gals giggle, en Miss Meadows, she praise up de pony, en dar was Brer Fox hitch fast to de rack en couldn't help hisse'f. "Is that all, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy as the old man paused. "Dat ain't all, honey, but 'twon't do fer to give out too much cloth fer to cut one pa'r pants," replied the old man sententiously. End of Mr. Rabbit Grossly Deceives Mr. Fox. Chapter 7 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Mr. Fox is again victimized. When Miss Sally's little boy went to Uncle Remus the next night to hear the conclusion of the adventure in which the rabbit made a riding horse of the fox, to the great enjoyment and gratification of Miss Meadows and the girls, he found the old man in a bad humor. "I ain't tellin' no tales to bad chilluns," said Uncle Remus curtly. "But, Uncle Remus, I ain't been bad," said the little boy plaintively. "Who dat chunkin' dem chickens dis mawnin? Who dat knockin' de folkses eyes wid dat Yalabama sling des 'fo' dinner? Who dat sickin' dat pinter puppy after my pig? Who dat scatterin' my engine sets? Who dat flingin' rocks on top of my house, which a little mo' and one of 'em would a drap sprang on my head?" "Well, now, Uncle Remus, I didn't go to do it. I won't do so any more. Please, Uncle Remus, if you will tell me, I'll run to the house and bring you some tea cakes." "Seein' 'em's better'n hear tell of 'em," replied the old man, the severity of his countenance relaxing somewhat. But the little boy darted out, and in a few minutes came running back with his pockets full and his hands full. "I lay yo' mammy 'spicion dat de rat's stomachs is widenin' in dis neighborhood when she come fer to count up her cakes," said Uncle Remus, with a chuckle. "Dese," he continued, dividing the cakes up into 2 equal parts, "dese are tackled now, and dese are lay by fer Sunday. Lemme see, I mos' disremember whereabouts Brer Fox and Brer Rabbit was." "The rabbit rode the fox to Miss Meadows and hitched him to the horse rack," said the little boy. "Why, co'se he did," said Uncle Remus. "Co'se he did. Well, Brer Rabbit rid Brer Fox up, he did, en tied 'im to de rack, en den sat out in de peazzer wid de gals a smokin' of his seegyar wid mo' proudness dan w'at you mos' ever see. Dey talk en dey sing en dey play on de pianner, de gals did, twel bimeby hit come time fer Brer Rabbit fer to be gwine, en he tell 'em all goodbye en strut out to de hoss rack same ez he wuz de king er de patterollers. En den he mount Brer Fox en ride off. Brer Fox ain't sayin' nothin' 'tall. He des rack off, he did, en keep his mouf shet. En Brer Rabbit knowed der wuz business cookin' up fer him, en he feel monst'us skittish. Brer Fox amble on twel he git to de long lane outer sight er Miss Meadows's house, en den he turn loose, he did. He rip en he ra'r, en he cuss en he swear, he snort en he cavort. "What was he doing that for, Uncle Remus?" the little boy inquired. "He was tryin' fer to fling Brer Rabbit off'n his back, bless yo' soul. But he des might ez well a rastle wid his own shadder. Eve'y time he hump hisse'f, Brer Rabbit slap de spurs in 'im, en dar dey had it up en down. Brer Fox fairly toe up de groun', he did, en he jump so high en he jump so quick dat he mighty nigh snatch his own tail off. Dey keep on gwine on dis way twel bimeby Brer Fox lay down en roll over, he did, en dis sorter unsettled Brer Rabbit, but by de time Brer Fox got back on his footses again, Brer Rabbit was gwine thoo de underbrush mo' samer dan a race hoss. Brer Fox, he lit out atter him, he did, en he push Brer Rabbit so close dat it was 'bout all he could do fer to git in a holler tree. Hole too little fer Brer Fox fer to git in, so he hatter lay down en rest en gather his mind toge'rr. While he was layin' dar, Mr. Buzzard come flappin' 'long, en seein' Brer Fox stretch out on de groun', he lit en view de premisses. Den Mr. Buzzard sorter shake his wing, en put his head on one side, en say to hisse'f like, sezee, 'Brer Fox dead, en I so sorry,' sezee. 'No, I ain't dead nudder,' said Brer Fox, sezee. 'I got ole man Rabbit pent up in here,' sezee, 'en I'm gwine ter git him dis time ef it takes twel Christmas,' sezee. Den, atter mo' palaver, Brer Fox make a bargain dat Mr. Buzzard wuz ter watch de hole, en keep Brer Rabbit de whiles Brer Fox went atter his axe. Den Brer Fox he lope off, he did, en Mr. Buzzard he tuck up en stand at de hole. Bimeby, w'en all wuz git still, Brer Rabbit sorter scramble down close ter de hole, he did, en holler out, 'Brer Fox! Oh, Brer Fox!' Brer Fox done gone, en nobody said nothin'. Den Brer Rabbit squall out like he was mad, sezee. 'You needn't talk less you want to,' sezee. 'I knows you dar, en I ain't keerin',' sezee. 'I des want to tell you dat I wish mighty bad Brer Turkey Buzzard was here,' sezee. Den Mr. Buzzard try to talk like Brer Fox. 'What you want wid Mr. Buzzard?' sezee. 'Oh, nothin' in 'tickler, 'cep dar's de fattest gray squirrel in yer dat I ever see,' sezee. 'En ef Brer Turkey Buzzard was round, he'd be mighty glad fer to git him,' sezee. 'How Mr. Buzzard gwine to git him?' says the Buzzard, sezee. 'Well, dar's a little hole roun' on de udder side er de tree,' says Brer Rabbit, sezee, 'en ef Brer Turkey Buzzard was here, so he could take up his stand dar, sezee, I'd drive dat squirrel out,' sezee. 'Drive him out, den,' says Mr. Buzzard, sezee, 'en I'll see dat Brer Turkey Buzzard git him,' sezee. Den Brer Rabbit kick up a racket like he wuz drivin' sump'n out, en Mr. Buzzard he rush roun' fer to ketch de squirrel, en Brer Rabbit he dash out, he did, en he des fly fer home. At this point Uncle Remus took one of the tea cakes, held his head back, opened his mouth, dropped the cake in with a sudden motion, looked at the little boy with an expression of astonishment, and then closed his eyes and begun to chew, mumbling as an accompaniment the plaintive tune of "Don't You Grieve Atter Me." The seance was over, but before the little boy went into the big house, Uncle Remus laid his rough hand tenderly on the child's shoulder and remarked in a confidential tone, "Honey, you mus' git up soon Christmas mornin' en open de do', 'kaze I'm gwine to bounce in on Mars John en Miss Sally, en holler Christmas gif' des like I useter endurin' de farmin' days 'fo' de war, when ole Miss was 'live. I boun' dey don't fergit de ole nigger nudder. When you hear me callin' de pigs, honey, you des hop up en onfasten de do'. I lay I'll give Mars John one er dese yer surprise parties." End of Mr. Fox is Again Victimized. Chapter 8 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Mr. Fox is Outdone by Mr. Buzzard. "If I don't run into no mistakes," remarked Uncle Remus, as the little boy came tripping in to see him after supper, "Mr. Turkey Buzzard was a guardin' de holler where Brer Rabbit went in at and which he come out'n." The silence of the little boy verified the old man's recollection. "Well, Mr. Buzzard, he feel mighty lonesome, he did, but he done promised Brer Fox dat he'd stay, en he 'termin' fer to sorter hang 'roun' en jine in de joke. En he ain't hatter wait long, nudder, 'kaze bimeby yer come Brer Fox gallopin' thoo de woods wid his axe on his shoulder. "'How you speck Brer Rabbit's gittin' on, Brer Buzzard?' says Brer Fox, sezee. "'Oh, he in dar,' says Brer Buzzard, sezee. "'He's mighty still, dough. I speck he's takin' a nap,' sezee. "'Den I'm des in time fer to wake him up,' says Brer Fox, sezee. En wid dat, he flung off his coat en spit in his hands en grabbed de axe. Den he draw back en come down on de tree, pow! En eve'y time he come down wid de axe, pow! Mr. Buzzard, he step high, he did, en holler out, 'Oh, he in dar, Brer Fox, he in dar sho.' Every time a chip 'ud fly off, Mr. Buzzard, he jump and dodge and hold his head sideways, he would, and holler, "He in dar, Brer Fox. I done hit him. He in dar sho." En Brer Fox, he lammed away at dat holler tree, he did, like a man maulin' rails. Twel bimeby, atter he done got de tree mos' cut through, he stop fer to ketch his breff, en he seed Mr. Buzzard laughin' behind his back, he did, en right den en dar, widout gwine any furder, Brer Fox, he smelt a rat. But Mr. Buzzard, he kept on hollerin', "He in dar, Brer Fox. He in dar sho. I done seed 'im." Den Brer Fox, he make like he peepin' up de holler, en he sezee, "Run yer, Brer Buzzard, en look if dis ain't Brer Rabbit's foot hangin' down yer." En Mr. Buzzard, he come steppin' up, he did, same as if he wuz treadin' on kurkleburrs, en he stick his head in de hole, en no sooner did he done dat dan Brer Fox grab 'im. Mr. Buzzard flap his wings en scramble roun' right smartly, he did, but 'twa'n't no use. Brer Fox had de vantage er de grip, he did, en he helt 'im right down to de groun'. Den Mr. Buzzard squall out, sezee, "Lemme 'lone, Brer Fox. Turn me loose," sezee. "Brer Rabbit'll git out. You're gittin' close at 'im," sezee, "en 11 mo' licks'll fetch 'im," sezee. "I'm nigher to you, Brer Buzzard," says Brer Fox, sezee, "den I'll be to Brer Rabbit dis day," sezee. "What you fool me fer?" sezee. "Lemme 'lone, Brer Fox," says Mr. Buzzard, sezee. "My ole 'oman waitin' fer me. Brer Rabbit in dar," sezee. "Dar's a bunch er his fur on dat blackberry bush," says Brer Fox, sezee, "en dat ain't de way he come," sezee. Den Mr. Buzzard up en tell Brer Fox how 'twuz, en he 'lowed, Mr. Buzzard did, dat Brer Rabbit wuz de low downest what's his name what he ever run up wid. Den Brer Fox say, sezee, "Dat's needer here nor dar, Brer Buzzard," sezee. "I lef' you fer to watch dis yer hole, en I lef' Brer Rabbit in dar. I comes back, en I finds you at de hole, en Brer Rabbit ain't in dar," sezee. "I'm gwine ter make you pay fer't. I done bin tampered wid twel plumb down to de sapsucker'll set on a log en sassy me. I'm gwine ter fling you in de brush heap en burn you up," sezee. "If you fling me in de fire, Brer Fox, I'll fly away," says Mr. Buzzard, sezee. "Well, den, I'll settle yo' hash right now," says Brer Fox, sezee, en wid dat he grab Mr. Buzzard by de tail, he did, en make fer to dash 'im 'gin de groun'. But des about dat time de tail feathers come out, en Mr. Buzzard sail off like one er deze yer balloons, en ez he rise, he holler back, "You gimme good start, Brer Fox," sezee, en Brer Fox sot dar watch 'im fly out of sight. "But what became of the rabbit, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy. "Don't you pester longer Brer Rabbit, honey, en don't you fret 'bout 'im. You'll hear where he went en how he come out. Dish yer cold snap rastles wid my bones now," continued the old man, putting on his hat and picking up his walking stick. "Hit rastles wid me monstrous, en I gotter rack round en see if I can run up agin some Christmas leavin's." End of Mr. Fox is Outdone by Mr. Buzzard. Chapter 9 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Miss Cow falls a victim to Mr. Rabbit. "Uncle Remus," said the little boy, "what became of the rabbit after he fooled the buzzard and got out of the hollow tree?" "Who, Brer Rabbit? Bless yo' soul, honey! Brer Rabbit went skippin' 'long home, he did, des as sassy as a jay bird at a sparrow's nest. He went gallopin' 'long, he did, but he feel mighty fired out en stiffen his j'ints, en he wuz mighty nigh dead fer sump'n fer to drink, en bimeby, w'en he got mos' home, he spied ole Miss Cow feedin' 'roun' in a fiel', he did, en he 'termine fer to try his hand wid her. Brer Rabbit know mighty well dat Miss Cow won't give him no milk, kaze she done 'fuse him mo' dan once, en when his ole 'oman wuz sick at dat. But never mind dat. Brer Rabbit sorter dance up 'longside de fence, he did, en holler out, "Howdy, Sis Cow," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Well, howdy, Brer Rabbit," says Miss Cow, says she. "How you find yo'self deze days, Sis Cow?" says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "I'm sorter tolerable, Brer Rabbit. How you come on?" says Miss Cow, says she. "Oh, I'm tolerable myself, Sis Cow, sorter lingerin' twix a bark and a breakdown," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "How yo' folks, Brer Rabbit?" says Miss Cow, says she. "Dey des middlin', Sis Cow. How Brer Bull gettin' on?" says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Sorter so," says Miss Cow, says she. "Dey's some mighty nice 'simmons up dis tree, Sis Cow," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, "en I'd like mighty well fer ter have some un um," sezee. "How you gwine ter git um, Brer Rabbit?" says she. "I 'lowed maybe dat I mought ax you fer ter butt 'gin de tree en shake um down, Sis Cow," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. Course Miss Cow don't wanter discommodate Brer Rabbit, en she march up ter de 'simmon tree, she did, en hit it a rap wid her horns, blam! "Now den," continued Uncle Remus, tearing off the corner of a plug of tobacco and cramming it into his mouth, "now den, dem 'simmons wuz green ez grass, en na'er one er dem drap. Den Miss Cow butt de tree, blim! Na'er 'simmon drap. Den Miss Cow sorter back off little en run up agin de tree, blap! No 'simmons never drap. Den Miss Cow back off a little furder, she did, en h'ist her tail on her back, en come agin de tree kerplam! En she come so fast, en she come so hard, twel one er her horns went sprang thoo de tree, en dar she was. She can't go forwards en she can't go back'ards. Dis 'zackly w'at Brer Rabbit waitin' fer, en he no sooner seed ole Miss Cow all fastened up dan he jump up, he did, en cut de pigeon wing. "Come help me out, Brer Rabbit," says Miss Cow, says she. "I can't climb, Sis Cow," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, "but I'll run en tell Brer Bull," sezee, en wid dat Brer Rabbit put out fer home, en 'twa'n't long 'fo' here he come wid his ole 'oman en all his chilluns, en de las' one er de family wuz totin' a pail. De big uns had big pails, en de little uns had little pails, en dey all surrounded ole Miss Cow, dey did, en you hear me, honey, dey milked 'er dry. De ole uns milked, en de young uns milked, en den w'en dey done got 'nuff, Brer Rabbit he up en say, sezee, "I wish you mighty well, Sis Cow. I 'lowed, bein's how dat you hatter sorter camp out all night, dat I'd better come along en swag yo' bag," sezee. "Do which, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy. "Go 'long, honey, swag your bag. W'en cows don't git milked, de bag swells, en you kin hear 'em a moanin' en a bellerin' des like dey wuz gittin' hurted. Dat's w'at Brer Rabbit done. He 'sembled his fambly, he did, en he swaggied ole Miss Cow's bag. Miss Cow, she stood dar, she did, en she study en strive fer ter break loose, but de horn done bin jam in de tree so tight dat 'twuz way 'fo' day in de mornin' 'fo' she loose it. Anyhow, it wuz endurin' er de night, en atter she get loose, she sorter gaze 'roun', she did, fer ter justify her stomach. She 'lowed, ole Miss Cow did, dat Brer Rabbit be hoppin' 'long dat way fer ter see how she gittin' on, en she tuck'n lay en trap fer 'im. En des 'bout sunrise, w'at 'ud ole Miss Cow do but march up ter de 'simmon tree en stick her horn back in de hole. But bless yo' soul, honey, while she wuz croppin' de grass, she took one mouthful too many, kaze w'en she hitch on ter de 'simmon tree agin, Brer Rabbit wuz settin' in de fence corner watchin' her. Den Brer Rabbit, he says ter hisse'f, "Hello," says he, "what dish yer gwine on now? Hold your hosses, Sis Cow, twel you hear me comin'," says he. En den he crop off down de fence, Brer Rabbit did, en bimeby here he come, lippity clippity, clippity lippity, des a sailin' down de big road. "Mawnin', Sis Cow," says Brer Rabbit, says he. "How you come on dis mawnin'?" says he. "Po'ly, Brer Rabbit, po'ly," says Miss Cow, says she. "I ain't had no rest all night," says she. I can't pull loose,' says she. 'But if you'll come and ketch holt of my tail, Brer Rabbit,' says she, 'I reckon maybe I kin fetch my horn out,' says she. Den Brer Rabbit, he come up little closer, but he ain't getting too close. "'I speck I'm nigh enough, Sis Cow,' says Brer Rabbit, says he. 'I'm a mighty puny man, en I might git trampled,' says he. 'You do de pullin', Sis Cow,' says he, 'en I'll do de gruntin',' says he. Den Miss Cow, she pull out her horn, she did, en tuck atter Brer Rabbit, en down de big road dey had it. Brer Rabbit wid his years laid back, en Miss Cow wid her head down en her tail curl. Brer Rabbit kep' on gainin', en by, he dart in a briar patch, en by de time Miss Cow come 'long, he had his head stickin' out, en his eyes look big as Miss Sally's chanty sassers. "'Hey-o, Sis Cow, where you gwine?' says Brer Rabbit, says he. "'Howdy, Brer Big Eyes,' says Miss Cow, says she. 'Is you see Brer Rabbit go by?' "'He des dis minute pass,' says Brer Rabbit, says he, 'en he look mighty sick,' says he. En wid dat, Miss Cow tuck down de road like de dogs wuz atter her, en Brer Rabbit, he des lay down in de briar patch en rolled en laughed twel his sides hurted him. He bleeze to laugh. Fox atter him, Buzzard atter him, en Cow atter him, en dey ain't cotch him yet." End of Miss Cow Falls a Victim to Mr. Rabbit. Chapter 10 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Mr. Terrapin appears upon the scene. Miss Sally's little boy again occupying the anxious position of auditor, Uncle Remus took the shovel and put de noses er de chunks together, as he expressed it, and then began. "One day, atter Sis Cow done run past her own shadder tryin' fer to ketch 'im, Brer Rabbit tuck'n 'low dat he wuz gwine to drop in en see Miss Meadows en de gals, en he got out his piece er lookin' glass en primp up, he did, en sot out. Gwine canterin' 'long de road, who should Brer Rabbit run up wid but ole Brer Tarrypin, de same ole 1 and 6 Brer Rabbit stop, he did, en rap on de roof of Brer Tarrypin house." "On the roof of his house, Uncle Remus?" interrupted the little boy. "Co'se, honey. Brer Tarrypin carry his house wid 'im. Rain or shine, hot or cold, strike up at ole Brer Tarrypin when you will en wharst you may, en where you find 'im, dar you'll find his shanty. Hit's des like I tell you. So den, Brer Rabbit he rap on de roof of Brer Tarrypin's house, he did, en ask was he in, en Brer Tarrypin 'low dat he was, en den Brer Rabbit he ax him howdy, en den Brer Tarrypin he likewise 'spond howdy, en den Brer Rabbit he say where was Brer Tarrypin gwine, en Brer Tarrypin he say which he wa'n't gwine nowhere skacely. Den Brer Rabbit 'low he was on his way fer ter see Miss Meadows en de gals, en he ax Brer Tarrypin ef he won't jine in en go 'long, en Brer Tarrypin 'spond he don't keer ef he do, en den dey sot out. Dey had plenty er time fer confabbin' 'long de way, but bimeby dey got dar, en Miss Meadows en de gals, dey come to de do', dey did, en ax um in dey went. When dey got in, Brer Tarrypin wuz so flat-footed dat he wuz too low on de flo', en he wa'n't high enough in a cheer, but while dey wuz all scramblin' 'roun' tryin' fer ter git Brer Tarrypin a cheer, Brer Rabbit he pick 'im up en put 'im on de shelf where de water bucket sot, en ole Brer Tarrypin he lay back up dar, he did, des as proud as a nigger wid a cook possum. Co'se de talk fell on Brer Fox, and Miss Meadows and de gals made a great 'miration about what a gaily riding hoss Brer Fox was, and they made lots of fun and laugh and giggle, same like gals does dese days. Brer Rabbit he sot dar in de chair smoking his seegyar, and he sorter clear his throat, and he say, says he, "I'd 'a' rid 'im over dis mawnin, ladies," says he, "but I rid 'im so hard yistiddy dat he went lame in de off foreleg, en I speck I'll hatter swap 'im off yet," says he. Den Brer Tarrypin, he up en say, sezee, "Well, ef you gwine ter sell 'im, Brer Rabbit," sezee, "sell 'im some'rs out in dis neighborhood, kaze he done bin yer too long now," sezee. "No longer'n day 'fo' yistiddy," sezee, "Brer Fox pass me on de road, en w'at you reckon he say?" sezee. "Lord, Brer Tarrypin," says Miss Meadows, says she, "you don't mean to say he cussed?" says she, en den de gals hilt der fans up 'fo' der faces. "Oh, no, madam," says Brer Tarrypin, sezee, "he didn't cussed, but he hollered out, 'Heyo, Stinkin' Jim,' sezee." "Oh, my! You hear dat, gals?" says Miss Meadows, says she. "Brer Fox call Brer Tarrypin Stinkin' Jim," sezee. En den Miss Meadows en de gals make great wonderment how Brer Fox kin talk dat way 'bout a nice man like Brer Tarrypin. But bless gracious, honey, while all dis gwine on, Brer Fox was standin' at de back do' wid one year at de cat hole, listenin'. Eavesdrappers don't hear no good of deyselves, en de way Brer Fox was busted dat day was a caution. Bimeby, Brer Fox stick his head in de do' en holler out, "Good evening, folks. I wish you mighty well," sezee. En wid dat he made a dash for Brer Rabbit. But Miss Meadows en de gals, dey holler en squall, dey did, en Brer Tarrypin, he got to scramblin' roun' up dar on de shelf, en off he come, en blip, he took Brer Fox on de back of de head. Dis sorter stunted Brer Fox, en when he gedder his members, de mos' he seed was a pot of greens turnt over in de fireplace, en a broke cheer. Brer Rabbit was gone, en Brer Tarrypin was gone, en Miss Meadows en de gals was gone. "Where did the rabbit go, Uncle Remus?" the little boy asked after a pause. "Bless your soul, honey, Brer Rabbit, he skint up de chimney. Dat's what turned de pot of greens over. Brer Tarrypin, he crope under de bed, he did, en got behime de clothes chest, en Miss Meadows en de gals, dey run out in de yard. Brer Fox, he sorter look roun' en feel of de back of his head, where Brer Tarrypin lit, but he don't see no sign of Brer Rabbit. But de smoke en de ashes gwine up de chimney got de best of Brer Rabbit, en bimeby he sneeze. Kerchoo! "Aha!" says Brer Fox, sezee. "You a dar, is you?" sezee. "Well, I'm gwine to spoke you out ef it takes a month. You er mine dis time," sezee. Brer Rabbit ain't sayin' nothin'. "Ain't you comin' down?" says Brer Fox, sezee. Brer Rabbit ain't sayin' nothin'. Den Brer Fox, he went out atter some wood, he did, en when he come back, he hear Brer Rabbit laughin'. "What you laughin' at, Brer Rabbit?" says Brer Fox, sezee. "Can't tell you, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Better tell, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, sezee. "Dey ain't nothin' but a box of money somebody done gone and left up here in a chink of de chimney," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Don't b'lieve you," says Brer Fox, sezee. "Look up en see," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. En when Brer Fox look up, Brer Rabbit spit his eyes full of tobacco juice, he did, en Brer Fox, he make a break for de branch, en Brer Rabbit, he come down en told de ladies good bye. "How you get him off, Brer Rabbit?" says Miss Meadows, says she. "Who, me?" says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Why, I des took en told 'im dat ef he didn't go 'long home en stop playin' his pranks on 'speckable folks, dat I'd take 'im out en thrash 'im," sezee. "And what became of the Terrapin?" asked the little boy. "Oh, well, den," exclaimed the old man, "chilluns can't 'speck to know all 'bout everything 'fo' dey git some res'. Dem eyelids of yourn wanter be propped wid straws dis minute." End of Mr. Terrapin Appears Upon the Scene. Chapter 11 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Mr. Wolf Makes a Failure. "I lay yo' ma got comp'ny," said Uncle Remus, as the little boy entered the old man's store with a huge piece of mince pie in his hand. And if she ain't got company, den she done gone and dropped the cupboard key some'ers, where you done run up with it." "Well, I saw the pie lying there, Uncle Remus, and I just thought I'd fetch it out to you." "To be sho, honey," replied the old man, regarding the child with admiration. "To be sho, honey, dat changes matters. Christmas doin's is out date, and dey ain't got no business lying round loose. Dish yer pie," Uncle Remus continued, holding it up and measuring it with an experienced eye, "will gimme stret fer to pursue on atter Brer Fox en Brer Rabbit en de udder creeturs w'at dey roped in 'long wid 'em." Here the old man paused and proceeded to demolish the pie, a feat accomplished in a very short time. Then he wiped the crumbs from his beard and began. "Brer Fox feel so bad, en he get so mad 'bout Brer Rabbit, dat he dunner w'at to do, en he look mighty downhearted. Bimeby, one day, whiles he wuz gwine long de road, ole Brer Wolf come up wid 'im. When dey done howdyin' en axin atter one anudder's family connection, Brer Wolf, he 'low, he did, dat der wuz sump'n wrong wid Brer Fox, en Brer Fox, he 'lowed der wa'n't, en he went on en laugh en make great to do, kaze Brer Wolf look like he 'spicion sump'n. But Brer Wolf, he got mighty long head, en he sorter broach 'bout Brer Rabbit's carryins on, kaze de way dat Brer Rabbit 'ceive Brer Fox done got to be talk er de neighborhood. Den Brer Fox en Brer Wolf, dey sorter plabbered on, dey did, twel bimeby Brer Wolf, he up en say dat he done got plan fix fer ter trap Brer Rabbit. Den Brer Fox say how? Den Brer Wolf up en tell 'im dat de way fer ter get de drap on Brer Rabbit wuz ter get 'im in Brer Fox house. Brer Fox done know Brer Rabbit of ole, en he know dat sorter game done wore to a frazzle, but Brer Wolf, he talk mighty swatin'. "How you gwine ter get 'im dar?" ax Brer Fox, sezee. "Fool 'im dar," says Brer Wolf, sezee. "Who gwine do de foolin'?" says Brer Fox, sezee. "I'll do de foolin'," says Brer Wolf, sezee, "ef you do de gamin'," sezee. "How you gwine do it?" says Brer Fox, sezee. "You run 'long home en git on de bed, en make like you dead, en don't you say nothin' twel Brer Rabbit come en put his han's onto you," says Brer Wolf, sezee. "En ef we don't git 'im fer supper, Joe's dead en Sal's a widder," sezee. Dis look like a mighty nice game, en Brer Fox 'greed. So den he amble off home, en Brer Wolf, he march off to Brer Rabbit house. When he got dar, hit look like nobody at home, but Brer Wolf, he walk up en knock on de do', blam, blam, nobody come. Den he lam loose en knock again, blam, blam. "Who dar?" says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Friend," says Brer Wolf. "Too many frien's spiles de dinner," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Which un's dis?" sezee. "I fetch bad news, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Wolf, sezee. "Bad news is soon told," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. By dis time Brer Rabbit done come to de do' wid his head tied up in a red handkercher. "Brer Fox died dis mawnin," says Brer Wolf, sezee. "Whar yo' mournin gown, Brer Wolf?" says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Gwine atter it now," says Brer Wolf, sezee. "I des call by fer ter bring de news. I went down to Brer Fox house little bit go, en dar I foun' 'im stiff," sezee. Den Brer Wolf lope off. Brer Rabbit sot down en scratch his head, he did, en bimeby he says to hisse'f dat he b'leeve he sorter drop 'roun' by Brer Fox house fer ter see how de lan' lay. No sooner said'n done. Up he jump en out he went. When Brer Rabbit got close to Brer Fox house, all look lonesome. Den he went up nigher. Nothin' stirred. Den he look in, en dar lay Brer Fox stretch out on de bed, dust as big as life. Den Brer Rabbit make like he talkin' to hisse'f. Nobody 'roun' fer ter look atter Brer Fox, not even Brer Turkey Buzzard ain't come to de funeral, sezee. "I hope Brer Fox ain't dead, but I speck he is," sezee. "Even down to Brer Wolf done gone en lef 'im. Hit's de busy season wid me, but I'll set up wid 'im. He seems like he dead, yet he mayn't be," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. When a man go to see dead folks allers raises up de behind leg and hollers wahoo, sezee. Brer Fox, he lay still. Den Brer Rabbit, he talk a little louder. Mighty funny, Brer Fox look like he dead, yet he don't do like he dead. Dead folks h'ist up de behind leg and hollers wahoo when a man comes to see 'em, says Brer Rabbit, sezee. Sho nuff, Brer Fox lift up his foot and holler wahoo, and Brer Rabbit, he tear out de house like de dogs was atter him. Brer Wolf mighty smart, but next time you hear from him, honey, he'll be in trouble. You des hold your breath and wait. End of Mr. Wolf Makes a Failure. Chapter 12 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Mr. Fox Tackles Old Man Tarrypin. One day, said Uncle Remus, sharpening his knife on the palm of his hand, one day Brer Fox strike up with Brer Tarrypin right in the middle of the big road. Brer Tarrypin done heerd him comin', and he 'low to hisself dat he sorter keep one eye open. But Brer Fox was monstrous polite, and he open up de confab, he did, like he ain't see Brer Tarrypin since de last freshet. "Hello, Brer Tarrypin, where you been this long come short?" says Brer Fox, sezee. "Loungin' roun', Brer Fox, loungin' roun'," says Brer Tarrypin. "You don't look sprucey like you did, Brer Tarrypin," says Brer Fox, sezee. "Loungin' roun' en sufferin'," says Brer Tarrypin, sezee. Den de talk sorter run on like dis. "What ails you, Brer Tarrypin? Yo' eye look mighty red," says Brer Fox, sezee. "Law, Brer Fox, you dunno what trouble is. You ain't been loungin' roun' en sufferin'," says Brer Tarrypin, sezee. "Bofe eyes look red, en you look mighty weak, Brer Tarrypin," says Brer Fox, sezee. "Law, Brer Fox, you dunno what trouble is," says Brer Tarrypin, sezee. "What ails you now, Brer Tarrypin?" says Brer Fox, sezee. "Took a walk de udder day, and man come 'long en sot de field afire. Law, Brer Fox, you dunno what trouble is," says Brer Tarrypin, sezee. "How you get out de fire, Brer Tarrypin?" says Brer Fox, sezee. "Sot en took it, Brer Fox," says Brer Tarrypin, sezee. "Sot en took it, en de smoke sif in my eye, en de fire scorch my back," says Brer Tarrypin, sezee. "Likewise hit burnt yo' tail off," says Brer Fox, sezee. "Oh no, dar's de tail, Brer Fox," says Brer Tarrypin, sezee, and wid dat he uncurl his tail from under de shell, and no sooner did he do dat dan Brer Fox grab it and holler out, "Oh yes, Brer Tarrypin, oh yes! And you de man what lam me on de head at Miss Meadows, is you? You er in wid Brer Rabbit, is you? Well, I'm gwine to out you." Brer Tarrypin beg and beg, but 'twant no use. Brer Fox done been fooled so much dat he look like he 'termined fer to have Brer Tarrypin for good. Den Brer Tarrypin beg Brer Fox not fer to drown him, but Brer Fox ain't making no promise. En den he beg Brer Fox fer to burn him, 'kaze he done used to fire. But Brer Fox don't say nothin'. Bimeby, Brer Fox drag Brer Tarrypin off little ways below de spring house, en souse him under de water. Den Brer Tarrypin begin fer to holler. "Turn loose dat stump root en ketch hold of me." Brer Fox, he holler back, "I ain't got hold of no stump root, en I is got hold of you." Brer Tarrypin, he keep on hollerin', "Ketch hold of me, I'm drownin', I'm drownin'. Turn loose de stump root en ketch hold of me." Sho nuff, Brer Fox turn loose de tail, en Brer Tarrypin, he went down to de bottom, kerblunkety blink. No typographical combination or description could do justice to the guttural sonorousness, the peculiar intonation which Uncle Remus imparted to this combination. It was so peculiar, indeed, that the little boy asked, "How did he go to the bottom, Uncle Remus?" "Kerblunkety blink." Was he drowned, Uncle Remus?" "Who? Old man Tarrypin? Is you drowned when yo' ma tucks you into bed?" "Well, no," replied the little boy dubiously. "Old man Tarrypin was at home, I tell you, honey. Kablinkity blunk." End of Mr. Fox Tackles Old Man Tarrypin. Chapter 13 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. The Awful Fate of Mr. Wolf. Uncle Remus was half soling one of his shoes, and Miss Sally's little boy had been handling his awls, his hammers, and his knives to such an extent that the old man was compelled to assume a threatening attitude. But peace reigned again, and the little boy perched himself on a chair, watching Uncle Remus driving in pegs. "Folks what's allers pestin' people and bodderin' longer dan what ain't darin' don't never come to no good end. Dar was Brer Wolf. 'Stead mindin' of his own business, he had a takin' goin' partnerships wid Brer Fox, and dey was skacely a minute in de day dat he wa'n't atter Brer Rabbit, and he keep on twel fust knows you knowed he got cotch up wid monst'us bad. Goodness, Uncle Remus, I thought the wolf let the rabbit alone after he tried to fool him about the fox being dead." "Better lemme tell dish yer my way. Bimeby hit'll be yo' bedtime, en Miss Sally'll be hollerin' atter you, en you'll be a wimplin' 'roun', en den Mars John'll fetch up de rear wid dat ar strop what I made fer him." The child laughed and playfully shook his fist in the simple, serious face of the venerable old darky, but said no more. Uncle Remus waited a while to be sure there was to be no other demonstration, and then proceeded. "Brer Rabbit ain't see no peace whatsomever. He can't leave home 'cep' Brer Wolf 'ud make a raid en tote off some er de fambly. Brer Rabbit built him a straw house, en hit was tore down. Den he made a house out'n pine tops, en dat went de same way. Den he made him a bark house, en dat was raided on, en eve'y time he lose a house, he lose one er his chilluns. Las', Brer Rabbit got mad, he did, en cussed, en den he went off, he did, en got some carpenters, en dey built him a plank house wid rock foundations. Atter dat he could have some peace en quietness. He could go out en pass de time of day wid his neighbors, en come back en set by de fire en smoke his pipe en read de newspapers, same like any man what got a fambly. He made a hole, he did, in de cellar, where de little rabbits could hide out when there was much of a racket in de neighborhood, en de latch of de front door cotch on de inside. Brer Wolf, he see how de land lay, he did, en he lay low. De little rabbits was mighty skittish, but hit got so dat cold chills ain't run up Brer Rabbit's back no more when he heerd Brer Wolf go gallopin' by. Bimeby, one day, when Brer Rabbit was fixin' fer to call on Miss Coon, he heerd a monstrous fuss en clatter up de big road, en mos' 'fo' he could fix his years fer to listen, Brer Wolf run in de door. De little rabbits, dey went into der hole in de cellar, dey did, like blowin' out a candle. Brer Wolf was fairly covered wid mud en mighty nigh out of wind. "Oh, do pray save me, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Wolf, says he. "Do please, Brer Rabbit, de dogs is atter me, en dey'll tar me up. Don't you hear 'em comin'? Oh, do please save me, Brer Rabbit. Hide me sommers where de dogs won't get me." No quicker said dan done. "Jump in dat big chest dar, Brer Wolf," says Brer Rabbit, says he. "Jump in dar en make yo'se'f at home." In jump Brer Wolf, down come de lid, en into de hasp went de hook, en dar Mr. Wolf was. Den Brer Rabbit went to de lookin' glass, he did, en winked hisse'f, en den he drawed de rockin' cheer in front of de fire, en tuck a big chaw terbacker. "Tobacco, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy incredulously. "Rabbit tobacco, honey. You know dish your life everlastin' what Miss Sally puts among de clothes in de trunk? Well, dat's rabbit terbacker." Den Brer Rabbit sot dar a long time, he did, turning his mind over and working his thinking machine. By he got up and sorter stir around. Den Brer Wolf open up. "Is de dogs all gone, Brer Rabbit? Seems like I hear one of 'em smellin' round de chimney corner just now." Den Brer Rabbit get de kettle and fill it full of water and put it on de fire. "What you doing now, Brer Rabbit?" "I'm fixin' fer to make you a nice cup of tea, Brer Wolf." Den Brer Rabbit went to de cupboard and get de gimlet and commence fer to bow little holes in de chest lid. "What you doing now, Brer Rabbit?" "I'm bowin' little holes so you can get breath, Brer Wolf." Den Brer Rabbit went out and get some mo' wood and fling it on de fire. "What you doing now, Brer Rabbit?" "I'm a chunkin' up de fire so you won't get cold, Brer Wolf." Den Brer Rabbit went down into de cellar and fotch out all his chilluns. "What you doing now, Brer Rabbit?" "I'm tellin' my chilluns what a nice man you is, Brer Wolf." En de chilluns, dey had to put der hands on der mouths fer to keep from laughin'. Den Brer Rabbit, he got de kettle and commence fer to pour de hot water on de chest lid. "What's dat I hear, Brer Rabbit?" "You hear de wind a blowin', Brer Wolf." Den de water began fer to sift through. "What's dat I feel, Brer Rabbit?" "You feels de fleas a bitin', Brer Wolf." "Dey bitin' mighty hard, Brer Rabbit." "Turn over on de udder side, Brer Wolf." "What's dat I feel now, Brer Rabbit?" "Still you feel de fleas, Brer Wolf." "Dey eatin' me up, Brer Rabbit," and dem was de last words of Brer Wolf, 'kaze de scaldin' water done de business. Den Brer Rabbit call in his neighbors, he did, and dey helt a reg'lar jubilee. And if you go to Brer Rabbit's house now, I don't know but what you'll find Brer Wolf's hide hanging in de back porch. And all because he was so busy with other folks' doin's. End of The Awful Fate of Mr. Wolf. Chapter 14 of Uncle Remus and Friends. 17 stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Mr. Fox and the Deceitful Frogs. When the little boy ran in to see Uncle Remus the night after he had told him of the awful fate of Brer Wolf, the only response to his greeting was, "A dummerker gummerker." No explanation could convey an adequate idea of the intonation and pronunciation which Uncle Remus brought to bear upon this wonderful word. Those who can recall to mind the peculiar gurgling, jerking liquid sound made by pouring water from a large jug, or the sound produced by throwing several stones in rapid succession into a pond of deep water, may be able to form a very faint idea of the sound, but it cannot be reproduced in print. The little boy was astonished. "What did you say, Uncle Remus?" "A dummerker cummerker, a dummerker cummerker." "What is that?" "Dat's terrapin talk, dat is. Bless your soul, honey," continued the old man, brightening up, "when you get old as me, when you see what I sees and year what I years, de creeturs dat you can't talk wid will be mighty scarce, dey will dat. Dere's a ole gray rat what uses about here, and time at a time he comes out when you all done gone to bed, and sets up dar in de corner and dozes, and me and him talks by de hour. And what dat ole rat don't know ain't down in de spellin' book. Des now when you run in and broke me up, I was fetchin' into my mind what Brer Tarrypin say to Brer Fox when he turn him loose in de branch." "What did he say, Uncle Remus?" "Dat's what he said. A dummerker cummerker. Brer Tarrypin was at de bottom of de pond, and he talked back, he did, in bubbles, a dummerker cummerker. Brer Fox, he ain't sayin' nothin', but Brer Bullfrog, settin' on de bank, he hear Brer Tarrypin, he did, and he holler back, 'Jug-a-room come doom, jug-a-room come doom.' Then Brer Frog holler out, 'Knee-deep, knee-deep.' Den ole Brer Bullfrog, he holler back, 'Don't you believe him, don't you believe him.' Den de bubbles come up from Brer Tarrypin, 'A dummerker come merker.' Den Brer Frog sing out, 'Waitin', waitin'.' Den ole Brer Bullfrog talk through his hoarseness, 'Dar you find yo' brudder, dar you find yo' brudder.' Sho' nuff, Brer Fox look over de bank, he did, and dar wuz n'er fox lookin' at him out'n de water. Den he reach out fer ter shake hands, and in he went, heels over head, en Brer Tarrypin bubble out, "A dummerker kummerker." "Was the fox drowned, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy. "He wa'n't exactly drownded, honey," replied the old man with an air of cautious reserve. "He did manage fer to scramble out, but a little mo' en de mud turtle would 'a' got 'im, en den he'd 'a' been made hash un world without end." End of Mr. Fox and the Deceitful Frogs. Chapter 15 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Mr. Fox goes a-hunting, but Mr. Rabbit bags the game. "Atter Brer Fox hear 'bout how Brer Rabbit done Brer Wolf," said Uncle Remus, scratching his head with the point of his awl, "he 'low he did dat he better not be so brash, en he sorter let Brer Rabbit 'lone. Dey wuz all times seein' one nudder, en bun'ts er times Brer Fox could er nab Brer Rabbit, but eve'y time he got de chance his mind 'ud sorter rezoom 'bout Brer Wolf, en he let Brer Rabbit 'lone. Bimeby dey gun ter git kinder familious wid one anudder, like dey useter, en it got so Brer Fox 'ud call on Brer Rabbit, en dey'd set up en smoke der pipes, dey would, like no harsh feelin's 'ud ever rested 'twix um. Las' one day Brer Fox come 'long all rig out, en ax Brer Rabbit fer ter go huntin' wid 'im, but Brer Rabbit, he sorter feel lazy, en he tell Brer Fox dat he got some udder fish fer ter fry. Brer Fox feel mighty sorry, he did, but he say he b'lieve he try his han' anyhow, en off he put. He wuz gone all day, en he had a monst'us streak er luck, Brer Fox did, en he bagged a sight er game. Bimeby, to'rds de shank er de evenin', Brer Rabbit sorter stretch hisse'f, he did, en 'low hit's mos' time fer Brer Fox fer ter git 'long home. Den Brer Rabbit, he went en mounted a stump fer ter see ef he could year Brer Fox comin'. He ain't been dat long, twel sho nuff, yer come Brer Fox thoo de woods, singin' like a nigger at a frolic. Brer Rabbit, he lipt down off'n de stump, he did, en lay down in de road, en made like he dead. Brer Fox, he come 'long, he did, en see Brer Rabbit layin' dar. He turned 'im over, he did, en 'zamine 'im, en sezee, "Dis yer rabbit dead. He look like he been dead long time. He dead, but he mighty fat. He de fattest rabbit w'at I ever see, but he been dead too long. I fear'd ter take 'im home," sezee. Brer Rabbit ain't sayin' nothin'. Brer Fox, he sorter lick his chops, but he went on en lef Brer Rabbit layin' in de road. Dreckly he wuz outer sight, Brer Rabbit, he jump up, he did, en run 'roun' thoo de woods en git befo' Brer Fox agin. Brer Fox, he come up, en dar lay Brer Rabbit, 'parently cole en stiff. Brer Fox, he look at Brer Rabbit, en he sorter study. Atter w'ile, he onslung his game bag, en say to hisse'f, sezee, "Dis yer rabbit's gwine ter waste. I'll des 'bout leave my game yer, en I'll go back en git dat udder rabbit, en den I'll make folks b'lieve dat I'm ole man Hunter fum Huntsville," sezee. En wid dat he drapped his game en loped back up de road atter de udder rabbit, en w'en he got outer sight, ole Brer Rabbit, he snatch up Brer Fox game en put out fer home. Nex' time he see Brer Fox, he holler out, "What you kill de udder day, Brer Fox?" sezee. Den Brer Fox, he sorter comb his flank wid his tongue en holler back, "I cotch a handful er hard sense, Brer Rabbit," sezee. Den ole Brer Rabbit, he laugh, he did, en up en 'sponds, sezee, "Ef I'd er know'd you wuz atter dat, Brer Fox, I'd er loaned you some er mine," sezee. End of Mr. Fox Goes A-Hunting, but Mr. Rabbit Bags the Game. Chapter 16 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Old Mr. Rabbit, he's a good fisherman. Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox was like some chilluns what I knows un. said Uncle Remus, regarding the little boy, who had come to hear another story, with an affectation of great solemnity. "Bofe un um wuz allers atter one anudder, a prankin' en a pesterin' roun', but Brer Rabbit did had some peace, kaze Brer Fox done got skittish 'bout puttin' de clamps on Brer Rabbit. One day, w'en Brer Rabbit en Brer Fox en Brer Coon en Brer B'ar en a whole lot un um wuz clearin' up a new groun' fer ter plant a roas'n year patch, de sun 'gun ter git sorter hot, en Brer Rabbit he got tired, but he didn't let on, kaze he feared de balance un um would call 'im lazy, en he kep' on totin' off trash en pilin' up brush, twel bimeby he holler out dat he got a brier in his han', en den he take en slip off en hunt fer cool place fer de res'. Atter w'ile he come 'cross a well wid a bucket hangin' in it. "Dat look cool," sez Brer Rabbit, sezee, "en cool I speck she is. I des 'bout git in dar en take a nap." En wid dat, in he jump, he did, en he ain't no sooner fix hisse'f dan de bucket 'gun ter go down. "Wasn't the rabbit scared, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy. "Honey, dey ain't no wusser scared a beast sence de worl' began dan dish yer same Brer Rabbit. He fairly had a agor. He know where he come from, but he dunno where he gwine. Directly he feel de bucket hit de water, en dar she sot. But Brer Rabbit, he kep' mighty still, kaze he dunno w'at minute gwineter be next. He des lay dar en shuck en shiver. Brer Fox allers got one eye on Brer Rabbit, en w'en he slip off fum de new groun', Brer Fox he sneak atter him. He know Brer Rabbit was atter some projick er nudder, en he tuck'n crope off, he did, en watch 'im. Brer Fox see Brer Rabbit come to de well en stop, en den he see 'im jump in de bucket, en den, lo en behold, he see 'im go down outer sight. Brer Fox was de mos' 'stonished fox dat you ever laid eyes on. He sot dar in de bushes en study, but he don't make no heads ner tails ter dis kinder business. Den he say to hisse'f, sezee, "Well, if dis don't bang my times," sezee, "den Joe's dead en Sal's a widder. Right down dar in dat well Brer Rabbit keep his money hid, en if 'tain't dat, den he done gone en skiver de gol' mine, en if 'tain't dat, den I'm gwineter see w'at's in dar," sezee. Brer Fox crope up little nigher, he did, en lissen, but he don't hear no fuss, en he keep on gittin' nigher, en yet he don't hear nuthin'. Bimeby he git up close en peep down, but he don't see nuthin' en he don't hear nuthin'. All dis time Brer Rabbit mighty nigh skeered outen his skin, en he feared fer ter move, kaze de bucket might keel over en spill 'im out in de water. While he sayin' his prayers over like a train of cars runnin', ole Brer Fox holler out, "Hey-o, Brer Rabbit! Who you wisitin' down dar?" sezee. "Who, me? Oh, I'm des a fishin', Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "I des say to myse'f dat I sorter spies you all wid a mess of fishes for dinner, en so here I is, en dar's de fishes. I'm fishin' for suckers, Brer Fox," said Brer Rabbit, sezee. "Is dey many un um down dar, Brer Rabbit?" says Brer Fox, sezee. "Lots un um, Brer Fox. Sco's en sco's un um. De water is natchally 'live wid um. Come down en help me haul um in, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, sezee. "How I gwineter get down, Brer Rabbit?" "Jump into de bucket, Brer Fox. He'll fetch you down all safe en soun'." Brer Rabbit talk so happy en talk so sweet dat Brer Fox he jump in de bucket, he did, en as he went down, co'se his weight pull Brer Rabbit up. W'en dey pass one nudder on de halfway growl, Brer Rabbit he sing out, "Goodbye, Brer Fox. Take keer yo' clothes, fer dis is de way de world goes. Some goes up en some goes down. You'll get to de bottom all safe en soun'." When Brer Rabbit got out, he gallop off en told de folkses what de well belonged to, dat Brer Fox was down in dar muddying up de drinking water, en den he gallop back to de well en holler down to Brer Fox, "Yer come a man wid a great gun. When we haul you up, you jump en run." "What then, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy, as the old man paused. In des 'bout half an hour, honey, both of 'em was back in de new ground workin' des like dey never heerd no well, 'ceppin' dat eve'y now en den Brer Rabbit 'ud bust out in a laugh, en ole Brer Fox he'd get a spell er de dry grins. End of Old Mr. Rabbit, He's a Good Fisherman. Chapter 17 of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 Stories by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Mr. Rabbit nibbles up the butter. "De animals and de creeturs," said Uncle Remus, shaking his coffee around in the bottom of his tin cup in order to gather up all the sugar, "dey kep' on gettin' mo' en mo' familious wid one another, twel bimeby 'twan't long 'fo' Brer Rabbit en Brer Fox en Brer Possum got to sorter bunchin' der perwissions tergedder in de same shanty. Atter while, de roof sorter 'gun ter leak, en one day Brer Rabbit en Brer Fox en Brer Possum 'semble fer ter see ef dey can't kinder patch 'er up. Dey had a big day's work in front un um, en dey fotch de dinner wid um. Dey lump de vittles up in one pile, en de butter w'at Brer Fox brung, dey goes en puts it in de spring house fer ter keep cool, en den dey went ter work, en 'twasn't long 'fo' Brer Rabbit's stomach 'gun to sorter growl en pester 'im. Dat butter Brer Fox sot heavy on his mind, en his mouf water eve'y time he 'member 'bout it. Presently he say to hisse'f dat he bleeze ter have a nip at dat butter, en den he lay his plans, he did. Fust news you know, while dey was all workin' 'long, Brer Rabbit raise his head quick en fling his years forward en holler out, "Here I is! What you want wid me?" En off he put like sump'n was atter him. He sallied 'roun', ole Brer Rabbit did, en atter he make sho dat nobody ain't follerin' un 'im, into de spring house he bounces, en dar he stays twel he get a bait er butter. Den he sont on back en go to work. "Where you bin?" says Brer Fox, sezee. "I hear my chilluns callin' me," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, "en I hatter go see what dey want. My ole 'oman done gone en took mighty sick," sezee. Dey walk on, twel bimeby de butter tas'e so good dat ole Brer Rabbit want some mo'. Den he raise his head, he did, en holler out, "Heyo, hol' on, I'm a comin'," en off he put. Dis time he stay right smart w'ile, en when he get back, Brer Fox ax 'im where he bin. "I bin to see my ole 'oman, en she's a sinkin'," sezee. Dreckly Brer Rabbit hear 'em callin' him again, en off he goes, en dis time, bless yo' soul, he gets de butter out so clean dat he kin see hisse'f in de bottom er de bucket. He scrape it clean en lick it dry, en den he go back to work, lookin' mo' samer dan a nigger w'at de patter rollers bin got holt un 'im. "How's yo' ole 'oman dis time?" says Brer Fox, sezee. "I'm obliged to you, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, "but I'm feared she's done gone by now." En dat sorter made Brer Fox en Brer Possum feelin' moanin' wid Brer Rabbit. Bimeby, when dinner time come, dey all got out de vittles, but Brer Rabbit keep on lookin' lonesome, en Brer Fox en Brer Possum dey sorter rustle 'roun' fer ter see ef dey can't make Brer Rabbit feel sorter splimmy. "What is that, Uncle Remus?" asked the little boy. "Sorter splimmy-splammy, honey. Sorter like he's in a crowd. Sorter like his ole 'oman ain't dead as she mought be. You know how folks does when dey gets whar people's a moanin'." The little boy didn't know, fortunately for him, and Uncle Remus went on. "Brer Fox en Brer Possum rustle 'roun', dey did, gettin' out de vittles, en bimeby Brer Fox, he say, sezee, 'Brer Possum, you run down ter de spring en fetch de butter, en I'll sail 'roun' yer en set de table,' sezee. Brer Possum, he lope off atter de butter, en directly here he come lopin' back, wid his years a tremblin' en his tongue a hangin' out. Brer Fox, he holler out, 'What de matter now, Brer Possum?' sezee. 'You all better run yer, folks,' says Brer Possum, sezee. 'De las' drop er dat butter done gone.' 'Where's she gone?' says Brer Fox, sezee. 'Looks like she dry up,' says Brer Possum, sezee. Den Brer Rabbit, he look sorter solemn, he did, en he up en say, sezee, "I speck dat butter melt in somebody mouf," sezee. Den dey went down ter de spring wid Brer Possum, en sho nuff, de butter done gone. Whiles dey wuz 'sputin' over de wonderment, Brer Rabbit say he see tracks all 'roun' dar, en he p'int out dat ef dey'll all go ter sleep, he kin ketch de chap w'at stole de butter. Den dey all lie down, en Brer Fox en Brer Possum, dey soon drapt off ter sleep. But Brer Rabbit, he stay wake, en when de time come, he raise up easy, en smear Brer Possum out wid de butter on his paws, en den he run off en nibble up de best er de dinner w'at dey lef layin' out, en den he come back en wake up Brer Fox, en show 'im de butter on Brer Possum mouf. Den dey wake up Brer Possum en tell 'im 'bout it, but co'se Brer Possum nigher ter de las'. Brer Fox, dough, he's a kinder lawyer, en he argified dis way, that Brer Possum was de fus one at de butter, en de fus one fer to miss it, en mo'n dat, dere hangs de signs on his mouf. Brer Possum see dat dey got him jammed up in a cornder, en den he up en say dat de way fer to ketch de man what stole de butter is to build a big brush heap en set her afire, en all hands try to jump over, en de one what's fall in, den he de chap what stole de butter. Brer Rabbit en Brer Fox, dey is both 'gree, dey did, en dey whirl in en build de brush heap, en dey built her high, en dey built her wide, en den dey torch her off. When she got to blazin' up good, Brer Rabbit, he took de fust turn. He sorter step back en look 'roun' en giggle, en over he went mo' samer dan a bird flyin'. Den come Brer Fox. He got back little furder en spit on his hands, en lit out en made de jump. En he come so nigh gettin' in dat de air on his tail cotch afire. "Ain't you never seen no fox, honey?" inquired Uncle Remus in a tone that implied both conciliation and information. The little boy thought probably he had, but he wouldn't commit himself. "Well, den," continued the old man, "next time you see one of 'em, you look right close en see ef de end of his tail ain't white. Hit's des like I tell you. Dey bars de scars of dat brush heap down to dis day. Dey are marked, dat's what dey is, dey are marked." "And what about Brother Possum?" asked the little boy. "Oh, Brer Possum, he took a running start, he did, en he come lumberin' 'long, en he lit kerplam right in de middle er de fire, en dat was de las' of ole Brer Possum." "But, Uncle Remus, Brother Possum didn't steal the butter after all," said the little boy, who was not satisfied with such summary injustice. "Dat w'at make I say what I does, honey. In dis world, lots of folks is gotter suffer for udder folks' sins. Looks like hit's mighty wrong, but hit's des dat way. Tribbalation seems like she's waitin' roun' de corner fer to ketch one and all of us, honey." End of Mr. Rabbit Nibbles Up the Butter. End of Uncle Remus and Friends, 17 stories, by Joel Chandler Harris.